Hey Raiders, Malicious Fave here. I just wanted to give a quick PSA if you haven't already, or maybe you have, but the trials here that is located in your Raiders little area here. If you go into trials, you'll see that there are different types of objectives that you need to do in less than a week. You know, this started on Monday, so we got 6 days to get this done. We're on day 5. I wanted to get this done as soon as possible because they don't give you a lot of time to work on it, and I mean, be it a week. But the reason why it's difficult is because the objectives are fairly difficult. Some of them are easier than others, but some of them are kind of difficult just because it's based off of some RNG to it, and obviously, enemy raiders allowing you to complete your objectives in order for you to extract. You don't get any of these points if you don't extract. So the way it works is, for example, damaging Hornets. You'll go into a raid, and I highly recommend going into a night raid just because you get 2 times points on major map conditions, so a night raid counts as a 2 times modifier. So you'll go in and you'll want to kill Hornets. Normally, you'll want to go in with like heavy ammo. It'll make it easier to take down Hornets, especially because they're plated. You can do light ammo and medium ammo as well. You just kind of want to aim for the propellers on the back instead of the ones on the front. But you'll be damaging Hornets, and you need to kill quite a bit of them. I'll have some gameplay footage showing what I did to complete each one of these, and then I'll kind of go into detail as to how many you need to complete per run for each raid. But overall, from when I was going in there, I went into Spaceport, I went into the night mode, and I went and fought a bunch of Hornets. You need to kill all these Hornets in the same raid, and then you need to extract in the same raid to complete your 3-star 4,000 point objective. So the reason why it's so difficult is while you're in there, other raiders are probably doing the same trials, or they're out looting and killing, trying to get their stuff done for the week, which is totally understandable. It's an extraction shooter, but this just adds that extra level of trying to complete things while trying to stay alive. So I highly recommend, getting these done. One, because the loot that they give you is fairly good. I've gotten some blueprints. We can look at some here. I've gotten like the Patina blueprint from it. I've gotten a Bobcat level 1 from it, which a Bobcat's fantastic. I got a level 3 silencer from it. So you get some pretty good rewards just for completing the epic reward for each one of these. The other reason why you want to do it is because it has a leaderboard here. And this is something, I think it's like local based, so it'll compare you against the other people around, that live around your area or something. But the main reason is because of the ranks. The higher ranks you get each week, it'll give you different types of cosmetic rewards, which is great. You get rewarded for your time spent and doing difficult challenges, but you'll be getting these free cosmetic rewards like the archaeologist backpack, black eye, happy jig, a mastery medal, a backpack charm. So that's kind of cool. You can put that on your backpack. It just goes up and up and up. So if you look at the final one, it's called Cantina Legend. I believe you'd have to probably get 3 stars every week in order to obtain this, but I definitely missed the first week, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it. But now that I've realized what this is all about, you'll definitely want to get these weeklies done and get those 3 stars, so you can have a chance of getting the Scarlet Black patrol collar, outfit color, headgear, patrol variant outfit. So you get all of these cosmetic rewards just for playing the game, which I think is pretty cool because they're not charging you for this. They're just putting out a challenge to make it difficult to obtain this stuff. You have 42 days to do this, so it's when the season ends, which is the same thing as to when our project will be coming to an end as well. So this is a whole different thing. I'll be talking about projects in another video, but for this video in general, you'll definitely want to prioritize. Check out your weeklies every Monday, see what you got to do for the week, and kind of focus those things. I would recommend going in with free kits if you want, kind of, doesn't put you in harm's way. Some of these things you'll probably want to run an actual kit to take them down, like for example, damage ground based arc enemies. I went in with an actual kit, but I brought a crap ton of fireball, what are they called? Those drivers, and a bunch of fire grenades. And I used that to take down a Bastion and a Leaper. And that was enough for me to complete this mission here. But that's about it. Honestly, it's nothing too crazy, but it is something very, very helpful, and I highly recommend you checking it out. Up next, I'm going to be showing some clips as to what I did to complete each one of these. I'll show you what maps I went to and kind of how I, was progressing around the area to complete each one of these things. So the first one we're going to look at here is doing damage to Hornets. This is the loadout that I was using. It was a pre-kit that I made myself. Obviously bringing an anvil with heavy ammo and bring extra heavy ammo because you're going to go through quite a bit of it is pretty helpful for this run. Then this next one was looking at the wave husks. I just brought a quick kit for this one. If you're at the old battlegrounds, honestly, you can get a lot of this done in one run out here. It's fairly simple. The biggest thing is obviously you're making noise. You're probably going to attract attention from other raiders. But in solo play, you're normally pretty safe, so you should be okay. But, just keep your ears and eyes open and you should be good. Now, for search the supply drop, you're looking for the white flashing lights on top of those poles. This is the quick kit that I brought for this as well. Honestly, I thought this one was probably the hardest one just because it's so RNG heavy, whether or not you're going to find the supply drop that drops into certain locations, or you're going to keep an eye out in the distance and then you got to go follow it and get it. And while you're doing that, other raiders are keeping an eye out for you as well, so then you got to watch out for them. This one took me the longest, for sure. I honestly went down to the wire for this one, and I was avoiding rocketeers and avoiding snitchers, and there was hornets, and I was running out of heals, and I was running just this quick kit, so there's only so much you could do. But as long as you're patient and you kind of keep your eyes open for those white flashing light on top of a skinny pole, it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, that one definitely gave me the most trouble. So this next one I did in Dam, and I ran a quick kit again. I got the Pharaoh, which is probably a good one just so you can one-shot a lot of these, fireballs and ticks and everything. I was mainly at the power generation complex and just in the basement, and I just kept on doing a rotation where I did a full circle around this zone, and it kept resetting the arc over and over. So I'm just going to leave the footage playing in the background of like the rotation that I took to keep getting this to keep resetting. So just follow along on there, and then just it should work the same for you as well. And for the last trial, which is damage ground-based arc enemies, I brought my own personal loadout, which is blaze grenades and fireball burners and an anvil for heavy ammo. I basically just found a nice cheese spot. You can kind of bait the leaper and the bastion into staying in one spot, and you can just kind of rain the grenades on them from a very safe distance, and it kind of takes care of everything for you. So this was probably the easiest challenge out of all of them, just because you can find these guys fairly easily. They're pretty loud, and they're normally in the same spots at the dam. And again, go in during the nighttime. You want to take advantage of that 2x modifier so you can gain the bonus on that as well. But I hope the video was helpful. If you learned something, please drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below with the tip that helped you the most. If you want to check out my Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram, you can follow me in the description of this video. I hope you all have a great day. Catch you later, Raider.